Hi guys, welcome to VosWorx. Today we are building the cherry picker. The first step is the wheel assembling, where we got the small wheel and this is the big wheel, and then you're going to add the wheel with the holes in it. Then we are going to add the wheel with the big ring with the edge on. Then you're going to add the smaller ring to the big ring. Using a rod can help align the wheels properly, but it's only optional. For the wheels, you need a water-based glue to stick them together. Remember, you are going to add the smaller wheel first, and then you're going to add the bigger one. And then you're going to add the one with the holes. The rings will be added later in the video, and for the other three wheels you're going to do the same. As you can see here, they are very tight fit, which the rod helps very well in. Remember, when assembling our products, always use a cleaning solution and a cloth to clean the burnt edges. Now we're going to use these two panels. This is the front of the truck and this is the back of the truck. And this will be your truck bed. The glue is only necessary for those who want the product to be permanent, but if you want to deassemble it, don't use the glue then. But then you're going to add the panels to the bed. Next up, we're going to add the backlights. And that's basically how the back will look. Next up, this is the backrest and this is the physical seat. And of course, these are the two supports. Now remember, this is only optional to use the glue if you want it permanently. Now we're going to add the supports to the backrest. And so you're going to add the seats. And there you go, the seats are completed. Moving on to the steering wheel. This is very easy, you're just going to add the wheel like this. Moving on to the basket. So we have the door, the two side panels, and the back panel, and this is going to be your floor. Just going to add some glue. Then you're going to add the two panels. Each must face back of the floor. Now we are going to add the back panel. You're just going to slide it just like that in. Make sure it's really tight and very stable. For future references, you can add this panel. Moving on to the door, just going to add a bit of glue so that it still can open. And there you have your basket. Moving on to the arms. So we have the two lower supports and then the upper supports. The large mechanism goes on top and the smaller one at the bottom. Then you have the connecting block that goes between the arms. After that, there are two blocks that connect to the basket. The two cylinders and the pins hold everything together. So this mechanism will fit onto the support. Then you're going to add the pin. So basically you're going to add the cylinder on top. Then we have the connector that goes between the cylinder and the mechanism. Then you're going to add the second pin. And in between you can add the other cylinder. Then the third pin. Then you can add the second connecting block. Then afterwards you're going to add the other mechanism on top. Followed by the other support on the arm. The larger mechanism goes under the arm. You can just slide it right in. Then you're going to connect the arm to the pin. Then you're going to add the mechanism that connects the basket and the arm together and fit a pin on. And so you're going to add the second connector which connects to the basket and the arm. Then you're going to use the smaller mechanism. Now you're going to add the mechanism between the two arms. Make sure everything fits well and it must be stable. Then when you're done, you can add the basket to the arm. Just like that, it slides in nicely. Then we are going to move on to the wheels. Now we're going to add the big ring and the smaller ring. But first we are going to add the bigger ring with the edge. Remember, it's a must to glue the wheels. So we got the bigger ring. Followed by the smaller ring. And this was going to be the outside of the wheel. Now we're going to start with the cabin. We have the floor, we have the seats, and we have the doors. Then the bumper with the front lights. Followed by the headlights. Then the back followed by the door. And this is the part of the bed. Followed by the steering wheel. So let's begin. So basically you can add the steering wheel to the right or to the left. Then you're going to add the seats. Make sure it slides in smoothly. Then you can add a tiny little bit of glue. Next up, we're going to add the roof, and then we're going to add the doors. Keep in mind the curved side are the front of the truck. Now moving on to the doors, you can decide if you want the logo outwards or inwards. Remember, the curved side is the front of the truck. Now you can add the back, just a tip of the glue. Now you can add the whole set of the floor. And please do not let it fall like I did. Now you can add the headlights. And when you're done, you can add the radiator. Now we are going to the back of the truck. This is the resting point, which goes in front of the panels. Then you can add the backlights. And then you can add them to the ditches. Now we're going to add the whole arm onto the body, which is kind of the hard part. It goes right in that hole. Then you're going to squeeze this part onto the back. Make sure when you're using the glue not to glue the part that is going against the body. As you can see in this video, I added a little bit too much, but it's fine. I can just use this piece of paper to clean it up. Now you can add the part and slide it in. Make sure it goes all the way. And then when you're done, you can add the wheels. Now you can add a little part again. Then only then can you add glue onto the part. Otherwise the wheel won't spin. Now this is only optional, but it's a faster way. I use these two bottles. One is a spray and one is a glue. The glue is to make it stick and the spray speeds up the drying process. Not too much, as you can see. And moving on to the rest of the wheels. Now we're going to add the cabin onto the body, just a bit of a glue. And then you can just make sure it's tight fit. Check if everything is in place. And that, guys, are the tutorial of the cherry picker.